In this video, you'll learn how to add fields and structure to your Sugar Market form. On step 2 of the form builder, you'll be brought to the build step. On the right side of your screen, you should see 2 categories of fields. Basic fields, which are fields that can be used to collect the form responses, and structural fields, which are fields that can be used to enhance the structure of your form. There are options for users to openly submit their responses, like single-line text or multi-line text fields. And there are options for you to limit the user's responses with fields that are drop-down menus or checkboxes. Each field can be edited independently, the display text and answer choices, including the ability to map to a CRM field. You can also fit up to 3 basic fields on one form row, and any field can be rearranged to a different position when you're not in edit mode. You can see that there's already a required email field as well as a submit button. Both of these fields can be edited but not removed. Before adding onto the form, we will first edit the email field. I'll need to click on the pencil icon. There are some settings that are filled in for me already, but these can be edited if needed. The field name will be what you see internally and should be a short internal description of this field. The name is preset to email, but you could address this if you would like. The field label or question is what the users will see externally. The label is preset to email, but you could also adjust this if you want. Examples of different labels could be enter email here or even email address. The field placeholder text is the grayed out text that displays inside the field before the recipient types in their response. You can leave this blank. Put enter email here or an example email address. The format you choose for the field label and field placeholder should be as uniform as possible across all fields you add to the form. The map to field toggle is set to off by default. If I kept it this way, the form response would only be stored within the form and would not map back to the lead or contact record. To map back to a field, you'll need to toggle this on. Type to search for the field name and then select. Turning on the setting will not automatically sync your form responses to your external CRM. This only maps to fields in Sugar Market unless the Sync to CRM option is selected within the Form Actions area, which will be reviewed within another section. When you map to a field, there's an option to overwrite the data in the field. If toggled on, this will replace the existing data that we have in the selected field on that lead or contact's record with what they've now submitted within the form. If toggled off, the form answer will populate if there was no data in the field, or will be ignored if there is data in the field already. The default value toggle is set to off by default as well. If the field is not required, you can insert a default value here that will map back to the CRM field. Finally, the email field is required and cannot be turned off here, but this will be set off to default for new fields that you will add. When you're satisfied with the changes that you've made, you'll need to click the green Apply button in the upper right-hand corner of the editor. The Submit button can also be edited but not deleted. To edit, I will need to click the pencil icon on the field. The only setting that is available to edit within the Submit button is the button label. You can leave the label as Submit or customize it based on the subject of the form. Some examples are Register, Sign Me Up, Request a Demo, and so on. Once the Submit button is clicked, the user will be subject to the actions set up on Step 4. When changes are made, you'll need to select the green Apply button within the editor in the upper right-hand corner again. At this point, you don't need to add any additional basic or structural fields. If you'd like to collect more data, such as first name, last name, and you haven't used one of the pre-built templates, you'll need to add and edit additional fields to this form. To learn more about adding additional fields, tune into the next video within this series.